Some say the secret to a good relationship is privacy, the ability to share those special moments and keep them well between the two of you. That's all well and good, but when it comes to Blac Chyna and the Kardashians, it looks as though somebody didn't get the memo. From threats of cancellation, revenge, and even putting a gun to her fiancé's head, there was only one way this relationship was going to end up, and that is the courts. So, without further ado, it's time to buckle up and untangle the Blac Chyna lawsuit against the Kardashians, where tempers run very high indeed. First up, a bit of a backstory. Rob Kardashian first got together with Blac Chyna in January of 2016. Chyna also appeared on the hit show Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and they had a show together called Rob and Chyna, which ran for one season, showcasing to the world how much they loved each other. Just 1 month after taking to Instagram to announce their engagement, the pair received the awesome news that they were expecting a child together. Both of them posted the same photo of a Chyna emoji sporting a baby bump. Nature ran its course, and some 9 months later, on the 10th of November 2016, Dream Renee was born. Now, before you get carried away, this wouldn't be much of a video if they lived happily ever after, would it? Maybe it was the stress and strain of new parenthood, or maybe it was just the fact they were never right for each other. Who knows? But just 1 month later, in December, they announced they were splitting up. Chyna left Rob, and he started to get angry when, apparently, Chyna sent him pictures of her making love with another man in their bed. As payback, in July 2017, Rob decided it was a good idea to post explicit photos of Chyna onto social media, which led to her obtaining a temporary restraining order. We're sure he had his reasons, but this kind of behavior is a big no-no from us, Rob. After the order was granted, Chyna said revenge is a form of domestic abuse, and it is also a crime in California and 38 other states. It is wrong. We are just delighted about the victory we had this morning. She went on to appear on Good Morning America to say, "This is a person that I trusted. I felt comfortable, with sending these pictures and even talking to him about certain things." It seems this success gave Chyna the fuel to see what else she could win in court, as later that year, she filed another suit against Rob and the Kardashians, alleging that the Kardashian and Jenner family had conspired with TV bosses at E! To cancel the Rob and Chyna TV show. Her attorney at the time stated that Chyna went from being the star on E!'s #1 hit show at $92,500 per episode to being off the airwaves completely. According to her, this meant that she was owed an eye-watering $100 million for defamation and interference of contracts. Kerching! It took a while for the case to end up in court, but all good things come to those who wait, and in early 2022, that waiting was over. We should mention here that the hearing wasn't broadcast on TV, nor is there any video online, so, you'll have to use your imagination a little. Okay, let's rewind to the 22nd of April 2022, and first up to give evidence is Kris Jenner. Kris spoke in detail about how Chyna and her son Rob got together. She says that it happened really fast and that even from the start, things were really rocky between them. In her words, though, she loved second chances and wanted them to win. That said, in texts allegedly sent by her to E! Producers, she was quoted as saying Chyna was stupid and that they should ditch the bitch. In another message, she is alleged to have said, "Let's just take her off the show and make it the Rob show, raising his daughter." Just as things were going well for Chyna, Rob gives evidence about a fight that happened in December 2016, where the couple were celebrating the success of the TV show at Kylie Jenner's house. Rob had apparently decided he wanted to go through Chyna's phone to read her text messages. Chyna had noticed him doing this and got angry. Rob said he feared for his life when she pointed a gun at his head. pulled a phone charging cable around his neck and repeatedly hit him with a metal rod while under the influence of substances. He continued, "She strangled me. She put a gun to my head twice. She was on coke and alcohol." Classy lady. In her defense, Chyna claimed that she was just joking around and that she would never actually shoot Rob. The thing is, this was only 3 months after Kim Kardashian was robbed at gunpoint in Paris, so understandably, nobody found it funny. She did go on to admit that she smashed a TV that night and caused damage to a door, all because she was furious that Rob had been looking through her phone. She added, "I could not take any more of him accusing me of doing all kinds of things. I was so angry because he wouldn't give me my phone back." Then, an interesting thing happened. Jeff Jenkins, the executive producer at E!, explained to the court that the Rob and Chyna show was never going to get commissioned for another season anyway, with or without messages from Kris. He said that none of the networks had any interest in picking the series up due to the pair's volatility. He added that the show was originally picked up because it was interesting and the couple genuinely seemed to be happy together. However, in later months, both Chyna and Rob always seemed to be arguing, and it wouldn't make much of a show anymore. This kind of flies in the face of Chyna's claims that the Kardashians interfered with contracts, doesn't it? Whatever Kris actually said, the producers were never going to run another season anyway. On the 25th of April 2022, it was the turn of Kylie Jenner to face the court. When asked about Rob and Chyna's relationship, she said she didn't think Chyna ever really loved Rob due to the physical threats she always seemed to put his way. As a result, she believed that the entire engagement was a fake. She also went on to speak about her ex-boyfriend Tyga, who Chyna also dated between 2011 and 2014. The pair also have a son called King Cairo. After they split, Tyga got together with Kylie and admitted that he used to suffer physical abuse from Chyna. In court, Kylie added, "When we were dating, he would just express to me his troubles with Chyna. He showed me his arm, I can't remember which arm, and said, 'Chyna slashed this arm.'" She went on to explain how Tyga expressed to me her abuse with alcohol and illegal substances. They got into a fight and she slashed him. Khloe Kardashian also weighed in on her concerns about Chyna's behavior, explaining that she was worried about how it would affect the Kardashian brand. She had been accused of sending a text saying that Chyna can never be on the Rob and Chyna show again. But she corrected this and explained that her phone had misquoted her, and she actually meant the Kardashian show. She added, "I can't control the content of what they film, but this is our show. Why should we film with her?" On April 29, 2022, the judge handed Kim Kardashian a victory by dismissing Chyna's defamation claim against her. Los Angeles Superior Court Judge Gregory W. Alarcon found that there was no visible evidence that Kim said anything defamatory about her. It does still leave Kim facing the contract interference claim, though, along with her mother Kris and sisters Kylie and Khloe, who still face charges for defamation. At the point of video production, the case continues. So, what do you think about this case? Should the Kardashians be charged for defamation? And did Kylie, Khloe, and Kris interfere with Chyna's contract with E! Network? Sure, Chyna lost money from club appearances, social media, and television due to Rob and Chyna not getting run for a second series. But was that down to them? As we've already pointed out, E! claims it wasn't going to be run on any network anyway due to the sour turn their relationship had taken. Also, as a lawyer for the Kardashian-Jenner clan showed, Chyna did make millions in the years since the last show aired, so surely she's already been paid for her dues. Let us know what you think in the comments section below. See you next time!